Good morning, P-Tank family. We have the P-Tank admin team here, and we are super excited today. Monday morning announcements. Good morning, Miss Lang.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How about you?
Doing great. Good morning, Mr. Castillo.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Oh, I didn't know that was you with all that extra stuff on your face. All right. We hope that all of you are well. Good morning, Delaney. We're just going to go ahead and jump into it.
All right. Bring it right on screen.
All right, our quote of the week is as follows: Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And that comes from Winston Churchill. Good morning, Miss Vicky. Do either of you want to comment on the quote? I guess not.
I'll just say, I mean, sometimes no matter how difficult the situation, how tough things are, um, that there's still always a little bit of hope, and you just got to keep forging forward.
Yeah. I think a quote like this reminds me of a basketball game. Just because you missed the shot one time doesn't mean you stop trying. You keep on trying time and time again, and eventually it pays off, hopefully.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good morning, Mr. Spencer. All right, so testing update. Mr. Castillo, can you talk a little bit about ACT?
Sure. ACT is happening tomorrow for all the students that didn't get an opportunity to take it previously. It is our last opportunity of the year. Uh, those of you, we have about 30 students left. Please come tomorrow. If you have your school issued Chromebook, please come with those. Um, Charge them overnight. Make sure they're fully charged. If something should happen, we have some here, but we don't have enough for everybody. So, and if you never receive the school issued Chromebook, don't worry. Come to school. That's why we do have some extras here. Have a good night's sleep tonight. Eat a good dinner. Wake up early tomorrow. Have a good breakfast. And then we'll also have some a little breakfast to go in case you just happen to miss that. And we'll also have a lunch to go in the afternoons. And the test should run from about 8:30 to about 12:30. Students should be receiving their non-testing portion to complete by this morning. So please do that. And the faster you do that, the less time we have to spend after the test completing that.
Thank you. Miss Lang, can you do an update on the makeup testing?
Sure. So on March 24th, which is this Wednesday, we're going to have the makeup for the makeup. This means that if you missed the fall testing EOC CTE window in December and then missed the last two sessions that we had, one on March 10th and one on March 17th, you have one more chance to take those fall EOC CTEs now. You'll also be able to do it in May if you need to, but you have a chance now on March the 24th. March the 24th. Here at the school, you just show up and we'll put you in a room and give you a test. Can I also talk about two other little tests that we got coming up? So,
Absolutely.
yeah, we have some kind of big tests that are coming up, and I say tests, but they're really assessments. One is the pre-ACT, and that is going to be on April the 28th. Mr. Castillo is going to host that. He's going to be the testing coordinator for it, and then also, and that's just for sophomores. And then we're going to have the work keys assessment, which is just for seniors who are considered completers, and that's going to be on April the 21st. Those two big tests, you'll be getting a lot of information in your email, so please, please, please check your email for updates, information, and testing, information.
All right, so I added that to the slideshow, so when we send it out, we can they'll have all the updated information.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Ms. Lane. All right. Let's go to the next one.
All right, just a reminder, the 3 different ways you can get information about your students' grades. information about or two-way communication between teachers, administrators, and school through Parent Square. And then, of course, Canvas, you can check out your students' assignments and see if they've turned them in or not. So that's Power School for grades, Parent Square for communication, and Canvas for your student assignments. Just a reminder about our 3 school improvement goals. The first, as a school, we analyze data, reflect, collaborate, use high-yield strategies for student success. The second one is we ensure that students are engaged and connected to school peers and community in order to have a safe educational setting. And we effectively use small groups, clubs to meet the needs of students. All right, reminder that course registration is still going on. We want to make sure that all of our students are registered for next year's courses. And one really, really important date today, any students that are applying for CCP, that's College and Career Promise, that's classes through COA, that application and all of those components are due today, Monday, March 22nd. All that is due today. It's really, really important. All the information is right there on the website, but all the links are right here as well. They are live. I know counselors went into classrooms last week to ensure that students were registering. Students, teachers, parents, please make sure that your babies register for course registration for next year. It's really important.
Okay.
All right, we are still in Women's History Month as well as cyberbullying awareness, not cyberbullying, bullying awareness month. Project Awareness, they do have a new video and it's very informative, and they gave us a new newsletter last week. So we'll make sure, look for that when they share it out. All right. Good morning, Mr. Lee. Good morning, Trinika. Good morning, Miss Lace.
All right. So
All right, shout outs. Let's go. All right, Mr. Castillo, you want to take this one?
Sure. Hey, I'm sorry.
All right, I'll take
Me neither. Me neither. Mr. Anderson trying to set the big clock. You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Mine is still at 7:21. So big shout out to Miss Brittany Stickle. She is new this year to our Pasquotank family. And I would say from the minute she came on board, she really has taken part of being part of the P-Tank family and really looked to transform her classroom. She really has made it her own. I mean, when you walk in there, I mean, she has really taken command of the class. Kids are just doing some amazing things. Kudos to her and her team that she works with. She's very dedicated, again, and committed to her students. I mean, always looking and pushing them to do more than we really think they can do. So, and evidently she has all these reptiles and stuff, which is amazing. But
you call it amazing. I call it a little crazy, but hey. Yes, just like Mr. Castillo said, Ms. Stickle is pretty awesome. She's also very caring. She's very concerned about what each student needs, and she makes sure that she provides instruction for each student and a good environment for each and every student. So thank you, Ms. Stickle, for everything that you do.
Yeah, I think that one of the really cool, there's lots of very cool things about Ms. Stickle, but that she is constantly looking for new and innovative ways to make her classroom special for her kids, but also inviting, engaging, fun, all of those things that everybody wants in a classroom. But she's not just like waiting for it to be given to her. She's going out there and getting resources for her kids. And I really applaud her for doing that.
And rigorous classroom. She also ensures that it's a rigorous classroom. And so
also, isn't she an alumni?
Yes, she is. She is. I don't remember what year, but yep. Probably the year after she started, collecting reptiles. I don't know.
All right.
Thank you, Ms. Stickle, for everything. All right. Our next Panther shout out goes to Miss Bridget Bowen. Miss Bowen is the most caring, concerned teacher, one of the most caring and concerned teachers that I know. She is constantly in her head trying to figure out how can I meet the needs of this baby. And when I say that, she's talking about all the babies. She's thinking about individually. She's thinking about collectively. She's thinking about how do I make sure that I'm the best mother as well to my baby, trying to juggle everything. She's just super concerned and caring and trying to make sure she kind of gets it all done. And we just appreciate that. You want to add, Miss Lane?
Sure. So one of the things that I really appreciate about Ms. Bowen is that she kind of waits before she talks. And so she observes, like in a staff meeting or when we're having whatever type of conversation, she has something that you can tell is percolating in her head, but she doesn't just jump out and say it. She waits. She thinks about it really in a quality way and then responds. And typically what that means is she brings a point of view that somebody else has not considered. And I think that just goes to show what a deep thinker and extremely intelligent woman that Miss Bridget Bowen is.
Yeah, I agree with both of you on all that. And one of the things I almost feel like, in the situation we've been for the last year, like at times it feels like she's taking this, like this is my fault that I can't get you where you've been. You know what I mean? Like some things are just out of her hands, but in her mind, no, that I should overcome all this and be able to give you everything. So she's really hard on herself.
She is. She's also hilarious. Like she
is.
A part-time, school circuit comedian or something, because she's pretty funny. Thank you, Ms. Bowen, for all that you do.
Yep. All right, next person.
All right, next person, Ms. Lane. Or Mr. Castillo, did you go first yet?
No,
Yes,
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the things let me read this slide first. Mr. Mappo is very helpful and one of the most respectful teachers we have on staff. Also, he has such a cool first name. I wonder who wrote that.
Right.
But let me just add that, you mentioned that he's very helpful, but he goes beyond just being helpful. He is always there to help other people, even though he's really remarkably quiet. In fact, I observed his classroom not that long ago, and I hadn't heard him engage in a big group of people before. And I was like, wow, he is really, really good in the classroom. Because like I said, he's just so quiet outside the classroom. But he, whenever something happens or a staff member is sick or, something along those lines, he really reaches out to see, to give kind words and to see what he can do to help. It's not unusual to see him helping somebody move this or, do that. And he always volunteers. He's there almost at every event.
Absolutely. All right. So Mr. Mappo also, as you can see, takes awesome photos.
Yes, he does.
My photos never look like that, professional or whatsoever. So that is pretty cool. But he also searches for things to keep his kids engaged. Like every time I go into his classroom, he has some type of other activity to keep them engaged in what's going on. So whether that's some type of quizzes, that is some type of some type of game or something just to reinforce what they're doing in class, kind of non-routine type situations. So thank you, Mr. Mappo, for keeping our kids engaged.
I agree. And I think another thing is that, whenever you give him suggestions or advice or your opinion, he looks at it in such a positive way, to use it as a means for improvement. So I appreciate that from him.
Absolutely. All right. Congratulations. All of you come and see me so you can get your prize. Thank you for all that you do.
I have to mute myself for a second.
Okay. You got to change the slide.
He's sneezing.
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
No problem.
All right.
All right. Miss Lane?
Oh yeah, so we've got some more college acceptances, and this is very exciting stuff. So Shauna Lewis has been accepted to Lees McRae College in Johnson and Wales, both very, very good schools. Caitlin Pierce, oh yeah,
Banner Elk in the house.
and Caitlin Pierce has been accepted at COA, ECU, and Meredith College. Meredith College, that's a nice private school right there.
It sure is.
Congratulations.
Great job, both of you.
All right, Mr. Castillo.
Sure. As we just talked about, both Shauna Lewis and Caitlin Pierce. Shauna Lewis has gotten the Lees McRae Merit Scholarship at $10,000 renewable for 4 years. The Presidential Academic Scholarship for $18,500 renewable. The Basin Merit Scholarship for $8,000 renewable. The York Merit $8,000 renewable, and the Sweetbriar Merit for $8,000 renewable. Holy cow! Caitlin Pierce, again, not there, far behind. Meredith College Tuition Scholarship, $20,000 renewable. Wow. I need that, Caitlin. You need to do some of that.
Absolutely. So that is awesome. To both ladies, congratulations. And if you still need help with scholarships, remember Elizabeth Huff. She will help seniors with scholarships. Her email is down below. So make sure you check her out. She has more. She gets new clients every week. Every week she says, oh, Ms. Crutch, I have 3 more appointments this week. And we split her with Northeastern and the early college. And sometimes our kids will go over to Northeastern to still get help. So we appreciate everything that Ms. Huff is doing to help us.
Awesome.
All right, guys. We have passed that $1 million mark. That is amazing. So $1,021,200 in scholarship money so far, and we are just 1/3 of the way from our goal, $1.5 million. So you guys have been doing amazing. So we gotta act crazy for that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I guess I'm gonna dance.
Oh,
yeah.
My little dance. Woo, woo.
I think the takeaway here, a big takeaway, is that anybody can get a scholarship, and that's what I mean. If you're thinking about going to college, if you're just thinking about it, apply for some scholarships. See what you can get, because they're out there, and you deserve it. You've been working hard here at school for the last, 12 years, 13 years. You deserve an education, a college education that's quality, and people are out there willing to help you pay for it.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
And you just have to apply. And keep in mind, secondary education, post-secondary education, we're talking about military, we're talking about community college, we're talking about junior college, we're talking about trade school, 4-year college, Harvard, Stanford, Duke, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really, really impressed with our students, and not surprised.
Absolutely.
So they passed last year's?
Whew, there's double last
blew it
year.
away, didn't they?
Double already.
Mm-hmm.
And so the goal is to triple last year's amount. Absolutely. So, and seniors, if you fill that post-secondary form out, you get a free senior sign. I don't have it here with me. I'll send something out a little bit later on. But if you fill that out and you put your intentions for next year, you get a free senior yard sign. And it's nice. So check that out.
Well, everybody needs one of those. So everybody better fill out that form, because graduation is right around the corner. It is almost, we're almost at spring break, and it is straight downhill right after that. It's really fast.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. It's hard to leave this slide, but we'll.
Right. It's so exciting.
All right. So, Mr. Lee, please share with us the question of the week. All right. So Miss Crutch leads with 6 points. Coming second with Miss Lane with 4. And with an awesome 2 points, Castillo is in third. All right. So let's see. I'm trying to see can't see the questions. So for some reason now my thing froze up. Can you all see the question?
Is the question up yet?
No. Okay.
Yet.
Oh, there it is. Okay. There are 4 levels of FBI clearance, 4 being the highest. What level of FBI clearance did Miss Channel have when working in bioterrorism unit in West Virginia? Wow, first I didn't know she did that. Whoo.
I'm gonna say level 3.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get it out there first.
Yeah.
Right, because I'm like, if we say the same thing, what in the world gonna happen?
Go ahead, Brett.
I'm gonna say level 4.
Okay. And Castillo, it's not looking good, but I'll say level 2. I think she's beyond level 1. Now I know not to mess with her because who knows who she knows, and you might know who else was in the grassy knoll for all I know. Let's see, Mr. Lee. Two.
Watch him pull up like 8, like some unknown, super top secret.
Level
3. Okay,
That
wow.
was a smart move to go ahead and get your answer out there.
I thought I knew it was gonna have too many choices. You gotta get it out there fast.
All right, so Crutch, you got 8 points now. Lane, you have 7, and I have 3. So officially, Crutch, you cannot end up in last place.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Well, I gotta check your mouth because sometimes you off. So let me check.
Yeah, that's true. So all right, well, good. You can say
Oh,
Yeah, that's true. Mr. Lee is reminding us we could have said the same answer.
that's true, but I think we could end up tie forever. So
Right.
all
Well, that
right.
one was just limited choices. So
Yeah.
most of them, you have more of a bigger range of choices.
Mhm.
well, there's a couple of times that I could have said the same thing as somebody else when we were doing the age ones.
Yeah.
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 Well, now we know how to do it. All right. I think that's it. We're finally done. 4 minutes into first block. Thank you, Mr. Lee, for always hanging on with us. Thank you, everybody who joined today. Remember, we are virtually unstoppable. A couple of reminders. Report cards went out last week. Most of them were mailed out on Thursday. The other part was mailed out on Friday. Board meeting tonight. First day of Plan A instruction, April 12th. Spring break is close, about a week and a half away. April 1st is going to be a teacher work day. That's all I got for now.
All right.
All right. Y'all
Bye,
have a good
everybody.
day.